I'm going to spend a few minutes building some things because I skipped that. I wanted to make sure we had enough money to do what we needed to do throughout the turn. But at 28k in the bank and negative 6k, we could probably afford to hire another army or two and start expanding even further. Or we could transition into expanding our economy a bit. Also, we're getting besieged here by a rebel stack. We might want to deal with that. I'm pretty sure this is a win for us. It says close defeat, so if we just wait a few turns, they'll assault, and we'll have a few less troops, but they'll also have to go into our settlement. So, I don't know. We could probably just come in with, like, a single lord, and then wipe them out. So, like, if we hire somebody here... They're all level 1s, though. I thought we had a necro that was decent. Yeah, see, we do, but they need time to come back. We could get our Bloodlines guy here, the Necrarch. I would like to get him actually on the battlefield soon. The only problem is, if we do this, it's going to be several turns for him to get back to a useful spot. So I don't think that's worth it. I would rather just hire him, like, maybe over here. I don't know. That's kind of a tough call because the good units are a little further away. Yeah, something to consider. But anyways, let me build some buildings and then we'll come back and do the end turn recap. So here's what we're going to do. I feel like we need some more help up here in the north. The northeast, rather. There's quite a few over there, but not so much over here. And I don't want to waste time with Vlad. I'd rather him just bum rush and take out big armies. Like, this is a good army to fight for him. This is their legendary lord. So if we can fight this, wipe it out, and then come over here and take this in the same turn, and then we can have a stack right here, which we'll hire right now. So let's get this guy Gottfried. We could do that. I don't think we get there in one turn, though, unfortunately. We could force march and get there. Yeah, see, we won't be able to get to either of these. We'll force march and participate in the fight if we need to. Ooh, man, that's maybe not a good... That's not a good army to go up against with a weak stack, though, so maybe it's best to just stay. We could probably...
I am Vlad.
Yeah, let me think about that, actually.
Darkness comes.
Well, either way, we need him to go take these settlements, because I don't want Vlad to slow down and take these. We don't need a super strong army, although I don't know what's here, but I'm hoping it's nothing too crazy. So we'll get a few units here. We'll hire a few more zombies. They don't seem to have too many zombies here for some reason. But once we get into this area, we'll have access to 3 more, plus a few skeletons. So it'll be a pretty decent sized stack.
Soon I'll be
And that takes us to minus 7,800. I think that's okay, though. And then next turn, we'll be getting another Blood Kiss very soon. So once we do that, I'm probably leaning towards the von Carstein. Not so much the hero. I don't think the hero is all that good, to be honest. But I do like this +5 control because I don't want to deal with any more rebellions if we can avoid it. So we'll take that one. That'll be next turn. And then I wanted a Necrarch Lord up here because he doesn't have any regen, but we do have access to building these guys. And we'll have, I think in 1 or 2 turns, we'll be able to hire another Necromancer. And then he'll be close to that. So he'll be self-sufficient. We just need to get a good unit for him to have Siege Attacker with. So hopefully we'll get some good fights. Well, you know what? Choose 2 of this skeleton spearmen. I wouldn't even mind skipping the warriors and just going spearmen. They always seem to do well. They seem to do better for some reason. But anyways, deal with that. Actually, which one? Yeah, we can pick up zombies from here and then pick up another set from here because these are separate. That'll be really good. So this is going to be a full stack in almost no time. I'm also going to put another Vampire Lord up here. Yeah, it's probably too much in this area, but we could use some help. This guy, I think, should be able to just force march up here and then move. I want to be able to take Tower Harek in 1 turn, but I don't think this guy can do it on his own. So we'll have him help. Get a little bit of an army here, or maybe not. It's not a big deal. We can hire units next turn if we need to. I think the main goal is just to get up here to Tower Karak and try and take it in 2 turns so we don't have to waste our siege attacker.
They will serve.
So if we can get there and force march a little bit up here, great. If not, then maybe we'll just try to take it with him. I'll measure it out next turn. But that's going to push us up to 9,300 negative. And I think I'm going to stop there. I don't want to push it too much farther. I think right around that minus 10k mark is kind of the sweet spot that we can keep up with, but it's probably a little bit high too, to be honest. Maybe the -5, -6k is very manageable because then we still get money to spend upgrading settlements and stuff and such. So we'll figure it out. So I think we'll end it here. The only thing I need to consider is maybe we'll hire somebody to come up here and take this out. So I don't know, maybe that'll change, but let's do our end turn. We've got 83 settlements, 19.7 in the bank, so almost 20k in the bank, and we're just over 9k negative per turn. We did get short term and long term achieved. This is on turn 15. So now we're going to try to go for a domination victory, I think. And we'll try to do that maybe before the end times. So by turn 25, we'll see. That'd be kind of cool if we could do that. But yeah, that'll be end of turn 15. Let's see. I'm gonna put some items on. So for sure we're gonna get attacked here by these two. The Necrolord, we'll have to fight that. We might have to fight this. I think we probably will, because that's 2 Skaven armies. They're not at war with this guy, so they see this as a pretty easy target, I would assume. The Black Coach is going to absolutely shred the Skaven units, though. So I'm not really that concerned about it. We just have to wipe out this Jezzail. And these guys do quite a bit of AoE damage, so we'll have to worry about that. But outside of that, they'll get stomped. I don't know if they have something here that'll attack us, but should be fine there. And then this guy might get attacked, but he's very strong, so I'm not worried about it. Yeah, everything else should be fine. So let me go put some items on. We are definitely getting attacked by the Skaven, but that was kind of expected. So he's only got 1 item. It's not making him particularly challenging in a one-on-one, I think. But there are some things that are scary here. So he's got this Warpstone Doom Rocket, which is basically it kills anything it touches. So we cannot let him do that on our stack, or we're just instantly dead. Oh, he's got some Menace Belows. That's not really a big deal. And then just the actual skills. He's got Warp Lightning. Howling Warp Gate is actually very terrifying because we do have a Flying Lord. So that... Yep, that'll basically just make him a sitting duck for all these units. So we got to be careful with that. And then also the other guy that he has, the Warlock Engineer, also has Warp Lightning. So... this is going to be a very interesting and tricky battle. This guy, the reinforcements have Warp Lightning, so we've got several units we need to take out. The army itself, no big deal. Most of this, no big deal. It's just a handful of units. So if we can get a hold of them with our Lamian Lord, then we'll be in good shape. Now I did give him the magic attack so we can avoid all that armor. So this dude's got quite a bit of armor. So we're just going to bypass the vast majority of that. But anyways, let's get in there and see if we can take this fight. One thing I was going to say that is to our benefit is that we do have quite a few units here in the garrison that we can spread around that should soak up a lot of their damage. So we'll probably try to hide our main army, use these guys out in the open, and try to get them to cast a bunch of their spells on them. So we went ahead and bunched these guys up, which might be a huge bonehead mistake, but they are hidden in the forest, so I think we should be okay. I'll try to move them back a little bit, and then I just have these guys sprinkled around all over the place. And then we have our main lord, got dogs in the woods. We have the Black Coach, which has more than enough HP to survive whatever nuke they have. So as long as he doesn't get trapped inside some units and then shot down, should be just fine. So let's start off moving back to safety. And then we need to go harass. Interesting. They're not doing it yet. That's good. They have 60 seconds, I believe, before they can do their nuke. Where is the Jezzails? Because those are the ones that can hit us pretty much any range. Probably need to go after this guy, though. Yeah, let's just go straight after him. Here we go. All right, we already got a couple good hits. They are not interested at all in fighting. So that's really good for us. Another good hit. Come on, keep smacking him. Keep smacking him. Right, they are sending units out to attack. They're attacking our coach. Interesting. Oh, it's the clan rats. All right, we just need to move them around. I'm going to queue this guy up to move around a few times. We'll keep an eye on him. Yeah, if we can take out Ikit Claw and then deal with that first Doom Rocket, we'll be in amazing shape. Don't lose the unit for free, so we will micro them. Alright, enemy army ability has spawned where, though? On us? Yeah, they did it on us. Okay, that's fine. We can still hit Ikit Claw. Going back here. They're good. These guys are dead. Let's go back. Oh my god, they just did it. They tried to nuke our... Oh no, they did nuke somebody. Yeah, they nuked some zombies. That's perfect. I didn't think they would do it. I figured they would probably do it when 1 or 2 units get too close to each other. I didn't think they would do it right then. Alright, we gotta still hit Ikit Claw. Yeah, they're gonna try and swarm. Yeah, we can't really let them do that. We can just keep micromanaging. It's gonna be hard to micro all of these units, but yeah, let's try and use the black coach. And then when we can, we'll go back and forth. Alright, yeah, we should be fine here. This thing is gonna dominate these guys. Maybe not so much the spears. Although they'll probably do okay against the spears as well. Right, how are we doing? Still hitting Ikit Claw. Not really hitting him though, for some reason. What's he doing? Let's back up and get a fireball. That's a guaranteed hit every 60 seconds. Yeah, every 60 seconds. Here we go. This thing's already got 50, almost 60 kills, so doing good there. And then what we should probably do is try to go harass those ranged... Maybe not the slingers as much. Yeah, the rattling guns would be nice. Let's get back. Alright, they're gonna probably just steamroll these guys, so let's pull them back by a little bit more time if we can. And what are we gonna do with our dogs? They're gonna run right into them, I think. Alright, let's get back in the air so we can get at Ikit Claw. He's half health. But we're getting close. Dude, get up in the air. There we go. Hit him with both of these debuffs. Now I'm gonna buff our character so we can guarantee a hit. 107 melee. Yep, he's not dodging that. Right, these guys are looking pretty good. Yeah, get back. So we can delay and then just keep picking on these guys that are out here by themselves. Spears, Skaven Slaves. There's a good target. Right, there we go. He's almost dead. Let's back out again. Hit him with another fireball. Don't hit that tree, man. It's literally one tree. Nice. Good hit. Let's go finish him off. Alright, here we go. Did they find our stack? They didn't find our stack yet. So we're still in good shape there. These Skaven slaves are gonna run. And we can just take him out. Yep, he's dead. He's dead. So we don't have to worry about Ikit Claw. Did we? Okay, no. Let's get one more hit. Yeah, good thing he doesn't have his Doom Wheel. So he's pretty low level. Okay, we don't want to get shot here. Target that. And then Ikit Claw is fully dead. Now we need to go after the... Wait, what? Wait, I'm so confused. I thought we just killed him. What is this? Did we kill something else? Oh, maybe we killed the caster. Okay, well, that's not a big deal. We need to kill him too. Yeah, I am tripping balls right now. What in the world? Okay, let's keep an eye on these guys. Yeah, luckily they're not going this way, so they don't seem to care too much. Ikit Claw is going to get completely destroyed here. Yeah, he's already going to run. I swear that was Ikit Claw that we just bodied, but maybe not. Okay, what else? There should be one more Lord. Oh, you know what? That was probably the second one that came in. And there's 3. So there's 2 and then a hero. We need to take out that hero as well. I don't see him any... Oh, no, that's him right there. Yep. Balaquint, we gotta take him out. But let's go ahead and cast our buffs. Get in there and hit him. That might make him run, because we do have a pretty high... Yeah, minus 16. Frightened units, all that stuff. Yep, he's gonna run. One more hit. Nope. Okay, how are we doing on the Black Coach? He chased a unit off. That's good. Let's stay away from the ranged units if we can. So we'll come over here and hit these Skaven slaves. They did spot our unit. Okay, so we have to be careful now. They know where we are. The ranged troops are all the way over here. So we still have some time. Akit Claw is probably dead. I didn't see it, but I'm pretty sure he's down there somewhere. Unless, nope, he got out again. You sneaky little bastard. Hit him with a fireball and then we'll zoom in on him. Let's get a buff on our melee attack. There we go. Come on, 2 more hits. And then we need to very quickly go after the other units. Yeah, we don't want to get hit by this Warplock Giselle, so let's actually go after that first. They have units in the way, so we'll use them to distract. Yep, there they go. They can't hit now. And now they're gonna get killed. Perfect. Alright, Ikit Claw is going down. He's running. Get out so we don't lose all of our shield. And we'll chase him down. Alright, where's that other caster? He's right there. He's gonna get some casts off. We really need to take this guy out. Come on, dude. Hurry so you can get back to work. And then also, can we use... Yeah, we can. We can go after these Skaven Slave Slingers. They're trying to clean up our units, so instead we'll use it to clean them up. Giselles, I'm okay if the Black Coach takes a bunch of damage, wiping out the Giselles. I don't want him to die, but if he takes a lot of damage, I'm good with that. Let's immediately go for that guy, so he doesn't get a cast off. Although, no, he just got one off. Yep, he just got one off. My god, that did a lot of damage. Okay, we have to hit this guy very soon. They also have some Rattling guns. I guess they don't really care about hitting their own units. Yeah, we have to get this guy first, though. I'm going to throw everything we have at him. Minus defense. Melee attack up to 107. No big deal. Alright, the Giselles are gone. I don't know where they are. Oh, no, they're not gone. They just backed out. Anyway, I didn't see it. Yeah, we've got a lot to micromanage here. So this could be really bad. Let's get back on him again. Yep, this guy's dead. One more and he's gone. Okay, sweet. And then we need to get back and try to heal. We do have an unholy lodestone, which is probably saving our butt. But this guy needs to die. Yeah, we can't let him out. Come on, man. Cast. Okay, how are we doing here? Okay, Giselles are dead. I want to kill one more. Yep, they're fully dead now. Fully dead. Let's get this guy out and back to help. Okay, let's... Oh, we gotta dodge and juke the Rattling guns. Let's actually get back to our line, because it is starting to crumble. Don't really want that. Okay, a little bit of juking here, and then we're back. We don't have strong heals, but we do have a heal. So let's just get down, start helping. Who needs it the most? Probably our spears. These guys usually pull the most weight. What's this guy doing? Absolutely nothing. So let's have him go help. And then same thing with our Black Coach. He needs to go help. If we can get the Black Coach on the Rattling guns, that would save us quite a bit of headache. There's not really anything specific we need to target here other than maybe the Rattling guns, and they're close enough that I think we can do it and still provide our aura so that we don't start crumbling. Come on, get up in the air. It doesn't matter, we're already here. Oh, dude, go, please. There we go. Debuff them. There we go. Yep, run them off. Okay, we should have this one because they're gonna start crumbling now. Or they're gonna start fleeing. A lot of them. Get some more heals on our spears. Alright, we have 2 Rattling guns in our sights. Those are slingers, I don't really care. Let's get this, yeah, let's get the Rattling guns for sure. We'll make sure we target them first. I don't want to leave these guys. Okay, keep hitting. Okay, our dogs are getting shot. Let's pull back. They're pulling some enemies off, if nothing else. Okay, heals. Don't want to get stuck inside a formation, so we got to keep going. There we go. Almost down. Come on, dude. Run, 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 run. Because as soon as we turn to run, he's gonna open fire on us, and we're gonna lose a lot of HP. So we can't really do that. There you go. He's running. Okay, we can. That buys us a little bit of time. Dude, go do something, man. This guy's by himself. We can hit him. All right, let's get back here and hit these rattling guns before they turn. Nope, they're gonna shoot. So we need to just run. Yep, good decision. We would have taken that full blast right to the face had we not done that. Our line is not crumbling. Theirs is mostly crumbling. So it's actually looking pretty good. Get the dogs back. They cleared another unit out. Perfect. We need to heal our Black Coach. Okay, Black Coach can finish that off by himself. Where's the other Rattling gun? Okay, they're actually sending the... yeah, they're sending the Rattling guns after the dogs. So let's finish them off. Black Coach can go here. Take out some of those range units that are hitting us hard. Yeah, we're going to lose some of our zombies. I don't think it's worth it going back to stop them. We need to make sure these Rattling guns are gone. Like, fully gone. This guy is doing what? Absolutely nothing. So let's get him back in there. This might be one of those fights where they re-engage. So we got to be ready for that. Because a lot of their units are just running. Dude, no, why are you standing in the middle of the... Dude, what are you doing? Like, I give him the command to do something, and he just doesn't. He must have ran into him or something, because they don't... Oh, they do it a lot, actually. What am I talking about? It's fine. Let's keep going. We got to run these guys down. Yep, this is good. This is looking quite good. I think we lost only a single unit so far. We can leave them alone, because they pretty much are done. Let's distract these. Yep. There we go. Get on them. Heals for maybe some of the zombies that are kind of low, and then we'll go back and help. Okay, that's going to make them all run, and that's army loss. They just got army loss. So we for sure need to run down everything that we can. Don't even bother with the units that are at the edge of the map. Everybody spread out so that we can all target something. Okay, she can target something further back. You can target something further back. You are running down a unit that's already dead. So let's change targeting. Let's get slingers if we can. I think that's probably a priority. And if there's anything high value like remnants of the Rattling guns, I think we got them already though. Yeah, we got the Rattling guns. All right, let's go chase something up front. I'm going to run everybody down. So we'll be back. So we pulled a heroic victory out of that. And yeah, the dead rise again. That's not our unit though. It's going to be a garrison, I bet. Yeah, one of our garrison rose again. That's fine. They're going to come back anyways. So we did lose a zombie. The zombie did not respawn, so we'll have to recover that. And they got pretty well battered. So looking at the important units, Giselles are dead. One of the two Rattling guns are dead. And the one Rattling gun that's left is basically dead. 9 out of 32 or whatever, 34. Ikit Claw got no kills. They didn't hit us with that Doom, the Doom rocket thing. And then the Warlock Engineer actually got a single spell off. Maybe he got 2 spells off for 43k. So yeah, that's the dangers of having a clump like that. But yeah, the game plan worked, right? We took them out pretty quickly and they didn't get enough of their damage off to do anything meaningful. And then back here we killed the Lord. And then just a bunch of junk. Most of this is junk. So yeah, pretty good. There'll definitely be a corpse pit for that. That's 3,000. And I don't think they're going to come back and fight this. I don't see how they can. So I'm going to take the money. If we knew they were going to come back and fight, I would probably take replenishment, but yeah, we'll take that. So hopefully they aren't too far away and we can fight them again. But they were pretty close to us, so I think they're going to be out. Yep, there they go. Too far though. Should be able to get them. Right, now I had a feeling this might happen because we are force marched with a very tiny army right next to his legendary lord. So kind of a bait, kind of not, but I'm good with it because that means we get an extra battle. We'll be able to fight him again at the settlement. So yeah, he's declaring war. For sure he's going to attack. Like there's no reason to do this unless you're attacking. So there we go, and it's going to be the garrison plus a small army. There's nothing too scary in here for what we have. Except some of these units are kind of scary in melee, but we do have an invis armor on. So we're prepared for what they have. So usual drill, we gotta keep Vlad hidden in the corner somewhere. And then we need to go after the flying units.
My fangs grow sharp. Time to
There's the
kill.
cannons.
Swiftly.
Yeah, we can... I think we can dodge most of this stuff. It's not that big of a deal.
At once.
Is that grudge thrower and cannon?
Swiftly.
Oh boy, that's a lot of units. There's a few more coming, but they're not
First.
that strong.
Sylvania rules the night. Swiftly.
They do have some scary ranged units.
At
Oh yeah, we
once.
just got hit by something.
Swiftly.
Probably the
As
thunderers.
inevitable as death. At once.
I want to take the flying unit out first
At
since
once.
they're the most... Dude, we're getting crushed. What are we even getting hit by? I don't even see anything.
At
I hate
once.
fighting on snow maps because
Swiftly.
everything just blends into the
At
snow.
once.
It's really dumb.
Ah.
Like even their... I get it, some things, but even their UI blends into it.
At once.
Just doesn't make sense.
Swiftly.
Okay, so maybe we just drain some ammo,
At once.
waiting for their reinforcements to come, and then maybe they'll probably go try and find us. They use their blimp. I know that's a summon or a castable, so it's got 2 minutes. We just gotta survive for 2 minutes without getting killed by it.
At
Right, I'm trying to get close enough to where I can cast something on these guys. Here we go. Because the thunderers are the thing that are hitting us when we get close. So if we can take them out in a reasonable amount of time and mana, then I think we should do that. Yeah, it didn't really do even half. So the looks like the helicopters are coming. So we'll back up, get our shield, and then we'll go at them. Probably do it in the wooded area so that at least it absorbs some of the shots they're doing. Let's go after him then. Want to get the cast on him. That's going to slow them down as well as do some damage. If they try to run, we can use our item. Here we go. So they're frozen in time for 9 seconds. We'll get as many hits in. At least kill one of these things. There it goes. Get one down. You kill two. Be careful here. Yep, we're getting shot. We're getting shot up. Okay, so we got it back. There's no way we chase that all the way. We could hit him with another spell as well. Right, are they... They're going to go look for Vlad now. Yeah, they're splitting off. So we got to be a little bit cautious here. He can definitely hang for a while, but I think we need to tear down some of their DPS before we go and engage in that. This guy's going to be annoying as hell. Yeah, he's just... That's so annoying. Alright. And we just got hit a bunch. So he like paused for a second, and then when I went to attack, my character just stood there and stared at him instead of attacking. So it's like the AI knows how to cheese itself. Anyways, let me get some work done. We'll come back in a little bit when there's more interesting stuff to talk about. Right, this guy just completely destroyed our shield in one go. I'm going to overcast on him, the vortex. Take him to 0, hopefully. Wow. It didn't take him to 0. It didn't even get him to flee. So we hit him with 2 vortex spells. One of them's an overcast, one of them regular. And he tanked it like it was nothing. Still has more than half of his forces. That makes perfect sense to me. Right, let's go ahead and hit him with the miasma. That should be enough. Should be enough to get his numbers down nice and low. Yeah, 8 out of 80. I wouldn't even mind getting that a little bit lower. Just to be sure. I don't want to have to fight that guy again. Here we go. 7 out of 80. He's not coming back. So we'll keep working. We'll keep harassing. They've used up quite a bit of ammo in some of their units. Let's see. Do they have any more Thunderers? I think that was the only one they had. So we just have to watch out for... Oh my god. We just got hit by that. I was going to say we have to watch out for the enemy lord. And sure enough, he smacked us with something. Okay, we're going to turn on these guys. So hit him with the slow. Turn. And then we're going to stop him from moving. Okay, I missed. Anyways, we're killing him. Hit him with another miasma. Vlad is dangerously close to getting spotted, but they also have units everywhere, so I can't really do much. Let's just go back to the corner. Gyros. I don't want these things getting out, so we're going to do whatever we have to do to make sure every single one is dead. Yep, there we go. So we don't have to fight them again. They're getting kind of close to this corner. Let's actually go do some damage here to these cannons. Okay, are they still going? We should be okay here. Get a miasma on the cannons. And we could probably sneak this guy out if they get close. Yeah, see, they almost spotted him. Let's get all the way in the back. And then we'll sneak out this way if they come out. They may actually just bypass. So here we go. Let's let a couple of these units get in, and then we're going to overcast. And then let's get out. That should take them down close to 0. Didn't even... The cannons. How are the cannons still alive? I don't know. Maybe the cannons are immune to winds of magic stuff, or to, yeah, magic spells. Let's get our shield back. Let's try to get some of these guys grouped up. I'm not too concerned about them trapping us and not being able to get out. So let's do an overcast on this group. As soon as it's done, we're out. There we go. We'll freeze them in place so we can just run past. So we can just run past. So we can just run past. There we go. Had me worried there. All right, anything in there that we want to see? They have no health, but they have almost full units. Like, I don't understand that. There must be something about the dwarves where they don't actually lose units until they get down to the very, very bottom of their HP pool. Because that's wild right there. 93 with like 15 or 20% health. We could do it again. Don't really want to, but let's do it again. Overcast. We need to get out. Yep, that's going to take them to 0, I think. So 1 and 5. Perfect. So we don't have to fight those. These guys will definitely have to fight. But we'll just back up. We'll get some winds of magic in our shield, and then we'll do it again. So I think I'm going to do that on repeat. I think you get the gist of what we're doing here. And one thing that is good about miasma is it does a decent amount of damage. So like this guy was at 30 or 40 units, and then we hit him with the miasma. It took him down to almost nothing. So it's not too expensive of a spell either. So we'll try to use that to take these guys down when they're at like half. Yeah, see, like this one went from 80 down to 29. So not bad. We'll hit him one more time and that'll zero him out. That one's zeroed out. That one's going to go to 0 now. Yeah, perfect. All right, so that's the game plan then. We'll get him weak with overcast of our vortex, and then 6 winds of magic to finish him off. Pretty much done. I'm going to do one last overcast nuke here. This is going to take these 3 units down to low. They should be running soon, and then we still have some unbreakable units, or at least one. This Lord is unbreakable as well, so we'll save him for the very end. They spotted Vlad. Just a set of miners. I guess he'll be fighting them. And then I'm trying to get these guys down to 0 without us having to spend winds of magic on them. It's just taking a really long time. They are sending everybody down here now. So I'm going to try to run. Yeah, he ran, so why don't we do the same? Let's just get out. We'll see if we can keep picking on these units. Yep, that one's dead. So my goal is to get everybody that we can zeroed out so that we don't have to fight them again. All these weak units we're going to pick on first, take them to 0, and then we're going to fight these, yeah, unbreakable ones last because they're not going to run anyways. So we can get them at the very end. I'm going to try to get everybody to group up now if we can. We've got plenty of winds of magic. We should be able to take most of what they have down to 0 anyways. So we'll get Vlad over here. That should draw more people in. Yep, there he goes. See, are they? Yep, they're turning to attack. So actually, let me let Vlad handle that. And while he's doing that, I'm going to go clear out these cannons. Still haven't taken them out yet. Here we go. The last handful of units are going to start circling here. I don't know where his Lord went. There he is. So we'll beat him up next as well. Can we... Let's get everybody grouped up so we don't have to waste too much winds of magic here. That should hit pretty hard. Focus down this enemy Lord. Pendulum, we'll start hitting him with spells as well. Yeah, take him down to 0. Okay, they don't want to fight Vlad. So they're just going to keep going after our caster, which is fine. We can kite them around. Yep, there's 2 more units down to 0. They're getting army loss. So we need to go after the guys that are not staying. Hit them first. Yep, ignore those guys that are unbreakable. Right, there's another couple units wiped out. We're chasing one more down with this lady. which I'm pretty sure we'll get before they get to the edge of the map. We could just hit them with the Pit of Shades if we have to, but I'd rather not. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know if we got 100%, but we kicked a lot of people out. Oh, Grudge Store. I forgot about them. I totally forgot about the Grudge Stores. Yeah, we're not going to get 100% then. But that's alright. We got most of them. Nice. And instead of hitting him at the edge of the map when they had like 2 left to kill, he did circles. Like he's trying to do donuts. Pathing in this game is just so bad. We're finishing off the last handful of units. Vlad just like 3-tapped that guy. Just pretty insane. Lady's gonna get destroyed here. So Doomseekers, we'll finish him off and then we're pretty much done. So that's exactly what I was expecting or hoping for. We almost entirely wiped their army out. So the garrison's still there just a tiny bit. Didn't get the Grudge Swords, but I spent so much time trying to get everybody else. So that worked out really well. And we'll take the cash. So good fight. But we'll take the cash and move on. Interesting. They're reinforcing with another stack, which is good because that means we can wipe him out and then go to Crackadrak before we go. So we'll take out like basically 2 full stacks in 1 turn. We're getting attacked here. Yep. There they go. I thought this might happen. I'm glad to see it's a very similar army. This lady has Flock of Doom, so that's also something we want to avoid because it's a pretty nasty AoE spell. So we'll try to take her out. She's not flying though, so we can hit and run. We are flying, so we should be good here. So here's the game plan. We're going to try to get rid of the lady, and we're hiding our units all the way in the corner, bottom of a hill, in the woods. That should buy us some time at least. So let's get in there and deal with these guys. So there she is. I know they have some ranged units we got to watch out for. Like that. There we go. So I don't want to get too close to that. But what I'd like to do is try and get past these guys, get a hit or 2 in on this lady, and then just run. They have way too many cav. Yeah, so look at that. So many cav, and they're going to be right on us. If they touch us, we're dead for sure. So we'll try to do that. I don't know how successful we'll be. She does have some spell resistance, 30%. I noticed she had an item. So I think our usual spell casting is not going to be all that effective. We can do it for sure. We can weaken her down, but we need to get rid of these guys first. Get rid of their ammo. Otherwise, they're just going to be on our butt the whole time, trying to shoot us. Here we go. We'll get maybe a spell off. Yeah, so it hit her. Yeah, it does like maybe 5%. So we're going to need to cast that quite a few times. I'm going to try something really stupid, but I want to at least try it. So if we can get them to group up, we're going to get an overcast of this thing, bounce into the wall right into them, see if we can take out most of their army. Alright, did a lot of damage, but didn't kill them. So that's probably not quite what I was hoping for. Can we get out without dying? I think we can. If we have to, we'll throw a zombie down so we can get out. Okay, there we go. Okay, now they want to do it again. I guess we'll do it again. Yep, there we go. Zeroed out some units. And then now we should be able to get out. Or just get stuck again. Not ideal. Took a lot of damage there, and we didn't touch the lady very much, so doesn't really help us, actually. I mean, it does, but wait, why are they... They're just ignoring us now? Let's go ahead and heal up. And then we need to start going after her. Yeah, they seem like they're just going to look for our army instead of trying to fight, or trying to go after us. After the Lord. So, I don't think we can get past these guys. We're going to have to either go around or just burn all their ammo. Alright, here we go. We can get another one. So she's taking some damage, for sure. She's definitely hittable. And we're almost... Actually, we have our passive heal active. We don't really need to... heal ourselves with the spell. We just gotta be a little patient. So we're good on that. We'll keep hitting her with our Gaze of Nagash. Okay, I'm gonna go for her again. Come on, get a hit. Get a hit. I don't know if we got a hit there. With that said, they're almost out of ammo, so We just got to juke a little bit longer. All right, here we go. Get her with another spell. They're almost out of ammo. Yep, couple more volleys and they'll be out. They did spot us. Okay, so they spotted. They're going to be going after us very fast soon. Let's try to trap her, maybe. Use some zombies to trap her. There we go. We just hit her. Come on, get a couple more hits in. Oh, we need to go. Yep, use our zombies to bait them in. Okay, I'm going to keep casting zombies in there to distract them because they seem to be going after that, not our lord. There we go. Perfect. They're letting us hit her again. Another one. Yeah, keep them busy. Keep them busy. You guys can get all the kills you want. Okay, we gotta go. They're casting a ton of spells. Let's keep doing it. These guys might go on us. Yeah, let's back out. She's almost dead. I think we can actually do this. So a couple spells. We'll have her out. She just hit herself with an overcast. Fail. Yeah, she's casting all kinds of spells. Oh, she's gone. She's fleeing. Do not let her out. I don't have a slow, but I can speed our own character up a little bit. There we go. One hit. Come on. Got her. Got her. Okay, so she's fully dead. Now we just need to clean up the rest, and then we're good. I'm going to try something here. Let's see if we can bait them into our zombies. And then I'll try and bounce something back and forth here a little bit. They're not really bunching up on it like I was hoping they would. Let's give it some time and a couple extra spawns. We don't need them. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so they're going to go both sides. So let's do this. We're going to cast it into here. Dude, they're leaving. Come on. Yeah, it took some units out for sure. That will definitely work in the future, but it didn't work on this time. All right, let's get our stack out here. We don't need them in the corner anymore, I don't think. They're coming after our stack now. Perfect. So we'll finish the final battle and be done with it. I don't think there's much to watch now. They're like all half health or less. Yeah, a couple seconds later, they just got morale lost. So there's no chance we chase any of these guys out, except for these men-at-arms. I wish we had killed a few more units, but there's not much we can do against mounted armies like this. So we'll take it. We could replenish. I think we should replenish because we are going to be fighting a big battle next turn as well. So we'll take it. And here's the next big fight. So this one for sure we were expecting, because there's two, not two full stacks, but two armies here. But I think we can win this fairly convincingly. The biggest downside is this guy's lower level. He's only level 8, but at least he's got his mount now. We just need to get rid of the ammo. So there's a lot of blasting charges in there. But once we get rid of that, I think we're going to have a much easier time. We have a pretty solid army here too. So I think we're okay. I do think we're okay. So game plan is to do a single pile. We need to get rid of all their ammo before they get to us. They have one, what do you call it? One blast charge coming in reinforcements. Everything else is going to be here. So what we'll do is we'll send these guys in one stack at a time, just to try and get them to burn their ammo. We'll also probably do some summons. So let's see if we can do that. They don't really have regular archers then, huh? So we could probably just summon. I'm going to try it anyways. Let's bring a couple up. And then we should probably try to get some nukes on this guy. Try and whittle him down a little bit, because we don't have a ton of strong units, but I think we can get some damage done. It'll be so much easier if we can get him kind of low. Reinforcements are here. We got to deal with their whole army coming now. They have quarrelers as well, so we'll have to be wary of that. Let's try to get these guys to shoot. Go ahead and throw your load. They're not going to do it. Yeah, they're not going to do it. I think we have to do a full summon. They don't care about this. Oh, no, they did. Okay. All right, let's get a few units out. Stagger them a little bit. And then we got to keep hitting these guys. Well, actually, maybe that's not that big of a deal. I don't think they have any AoE. Yeah, so that's probably fine. There we go. Let's actually go after the quarrelers. They're quite a bit easier to pick off. We can get two right here. Perfect. We'll probably summon one more. Let's go get this guy in a melee. All right, there we go. They're wasting quite a few of their charges, but not everything. Oh, shoot. They have units over here. Yep, I missed.
At once.
I thought we would have gotten them all with that, but I don't think so. Yep, they're throwing it right into our pile. Didn't do that much damage, actually. Not as much as I remember it doing before. They still have a few more stacks, though. Yeah, they... Oh, I see. Some of it's hitting the mountain. So let's get some heals. Yeah, these guys took damage, but not unit loss. So pretty big distinction there. We can heal up from
Swiftly.
damage.
I
We have to
move
cast a
swiftly.
spell for unit loss. There's a big charge. Ooh, man, that one hurt. We did get a decent amount of them. No, they still have more, dude. What the frick, man? Let's get one right here to try and get them to blow their... Yep, there we go. There's one blast charge. There's one more up there. Okay, they're chasing after our units. We'll just retreat. Okay, here we go. These guys are now retreating their self. Let's actually go after the correlers back here. These guys will handle them. They should be able to do that, no problem. Keep the debuff and keep the heals coming. And we should be okay. The unholy lodestone cart is making a lot of difference here. Oh, what did we get hit by, dude? I think they had more. Yeah, they must have had more somewhere. But I think that's it. There's no more. There's one unit of archers down. Let's get at these guys while we still have a heal going. Man, they hurt. Damn, they hurt. Okay, but we should win that fight. We should win that fight. Let's get a heal on them. Come on, dude. Hang in there. Yeah, this guy definitely won his. So let's get them down to the number we need, and then we'll back out. Okay, we can get one more heal on these guys. Come on, win that fight, dude. Okay, they won, and they're no longer crumbling. Perfect. We'll probably just sit them in the back after that, because they're almost dead. One enemy lord's down. This one's about to die, too. Wow, we just chewed through both of them. Wow, I'm a little shocked at that, actually. Okay, these guys are not crumbling, so they're in good shape. Yeah, perfect. We can still use them, actually. Yeah, they can run down fleeing units. Get some zombies up, since we have a lot of winds of magic. There we go. Dogs can definitely do some damage still. Ran that one down to one unit. This guy, blast charge with no ammo. They're going to get chewed up by our crypt horrors pretty easily. Let's heal up the Cairn Wraith. And then we need to do the Graveguard next. We've got one over here with a few less. Oh, they're at the edge of the map. So we'll have to fight these guys again. I should have focused pretty heavily on the miners with blast charge. Okay, so I think that's all we have. Everything else should be pretty straightforward and easy, so I'm going to cut the rest. Yep, there they go. A couple seconds later and they broke. We got a heroic victory there. We lost very few troops, pretty much just the direwolves. And most everybody healed back up to full. And then the garrison got wiped out. Doesn't matter. And then in terms of what they have, this group's got a single unit left. This group's got 5, but 3 of them are blast charged. So we do have to be careful. Yeah, we'll take the money here. And then they'll retreat back, and we'll fight them in their settlement next turn. Yep, there they go. So they shouldn't get any replenishment this turn. We're getting attacked by the rebels, so they finally finished summoning, and I guess they repaired back up. They healed back up because they were in pretty bad shape from the attrition from the vampiric corruption. But anyways, this shouldn't be too bad. I think the biggest thing is we need to stay around towers so that these guys survive long enough and we get some decent damage off. So here's the game plan. We're going to set up here, and then we're going to be literally right underneath the tower, and we'll just keep them out right here, and then they won't be able to take this point either. They won't be able to get back to it, so we'll have that covered. I have the the skeletons. Since they're a little bit faster, we have the skeletons on the walls, so we'll be able to get some shots off, get some damage in on these guys until they reach the walls, and then we'll just pull everybody back. And then we'll keep the bats and the wolves loose, and then we'll just go after whatever is not being attacked. So I'm going to keep both of them over here because there's nobody in this quadrant. That should... we should have a little extra time there before we have to move them. So anyways, yeah, we're going to get shots on them on their approach. Once they get in and start fighting, we'll come back. Yeah, so once they touch the walls, we just need to get out because they will catch us if we're not fast enough. So we'll pull everybody back. Actually, we could probably just do that now. It doesn't matter. We got a few shots off. Oh, there we go. Everybody should be moving back. And then we need to build towers. So this tower will go up here. We're going to let them capture this, and then eventually we'll come back in with our wolf and recapture stuff, and then we'll put towers on it. If we build towers now and then it gets captured, it just gets destroyed and you can't rebuild on top of it. But you can do it the other way. If there's no tower ever, you lose it and then you recapture it, you can build a tower there. And I don't think they'll have time to go back and recapture. So this tower may not actually reach that far, so maybe it doesn't even make a difference. Yeah, we'll see. But anyways, let's get our skeletons lined up here. Shove them in the front, and then we should be good. So there we go. They're starting to capture stuff. Oh, like I said, we'll use our dogs to move around. And if they do decide to send a solo unit over here, we'll try and jump it. Good thing we pulled back everybody when we did, because they already have units up here, which is kind of insane. They got there basically at the same time that we did, and we were on the inside of the wall. But they approached our capture point up here, but then they just got rebuffed. So they've lost a lot of units to this tower. Yeah, this thing, as long as we don't lose this capture point, we don't lose this tower, then we pretty much win the fight. And they don't have any range, so they can't just shoot it down. All right, here we go. We're going to do the old switcheroo. So they're going for him. And we're going to pull them over here. Maybe that's not a good idea. Yeah, they're actually coming in through the back too. So they're going to spend a lot of time chasing a few units while these guys are up here getting beat. Yeah, they're going to be getting beat up. Man, they might be surrounding. Yeah, we'll have to get him out. Man, they're everywhere. So we might get cornered and lose our dogs, unfortunately. Yeah, I was actually expecting them to attack, but they're not. I mean, they have units there that are getting hit, so I guess that's fine. Let's go back here. Maybe we can wrap around. Yeah, we'll have to see. Worst case scenario, we could just leave and then take one of the gates down and come back in that way. But yeah, I guess they're letting us get shots for free, so I don't mind it. Yeah, this unit's completely dead now. So that's a free unit. Here they go. The first engagement on the wall. This is not going to go well for them. Nope, they're backing out. Oh man, lovely AI. Well, we'll come back when they start fighting, because otherwise it's just the tower shooting people for free. First unit that approached is now fleeing. Let's actually run them down with the bats. This guy can't do anything either. If he tries to defend, he's going to get routed instantly. So we'll finish these guys off. Actually, these guys want to fight, so I guess we will finish them off. Yeah, they have like no leadership left. And what we'll try to do is finish them off if we can, less than 10%. Yeah, look at these guys are all getting shot. That way we don't have to fight him again next turn. Literally, the AI is broken. Not that it matters. We would have won this either way, but we'll take a few less losses from it. They're literally just standing here getting shot. And then we're capturing everything back. So it is what it is. We can still get sandwich plays off on these guys. This one was a little bit injured. Like I think 70 units. But we took a single loss in each group to wipe them out. So squeeze play, all that stuff still works. Yeah, see, if they keep coming in like this one by one, we can just jump them pretty fast. Although they're putting up a fight on this one. What in the world? Yeah, they're not falling like they were last time. I don't know what's going on here. But anyways, let me finish this off. This is really stupid, but we gotta work within the limits of the game. I'm gonna move the stack up. We'll take this back. Finish out these little units that are still around. We'll get another tower up here. And then I guess we'll just hold here. Get another big tower. Okay, there we go. We got the rest of their army coming in, it looks like. So we'll be able to finish them off. Also, I noticed if you fight within these things, for the vampire counts, they have a heal. So we can actually heal up. That's kind of cool. So we can send some units. I don't think it'll replenish dead units, but it will restock some HP. We'll throw our dogs in there as well for now. These guys are healed. Let's go flank, get these guys to flee, and then we'll pick off the people that are running. All right, that looks good. We'll just keep doing that. Go back and heal. Oh, never mind. They're all dead. So we definitely need to run down as many units as we can. Didn't realize we didn't kill off the hero or the lord. So we got pretty much everybody except for him. Yeah, that's too bad. See what he does. You gonna go back in? Nice. Okay, sweet. So we can auto-resolve that. And then we're getting attacked by another rebellion. We'll deal with that next turn.